Hi, good evening, and welcome to the LWP podcast. So tonight I'm joined in the studio by the one and only. He's all the way from the Germany, all the way from Germany. He is known as Demolition Davies. So can everybody please welcome into the studio, Dave Davies. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening. You're
How are
right.
you?
I'm fine.
We was just
Try
having a
always.
quick chat. We was just having a quick chat off air, wasn't we? And we was both saying how hot it is and how we're absolutely melting.
It is.
So yeah, just bear with us, everybody, and I hope everybody's got a drink tonight. So Dave,
Yes.
let's go right back to the very beginning because we can discuss your career, but without knowing where it started, I suppose that's the important thing. So how old was you when you first got into wrestling?
I was 19. I was 19, and then um, let me start at the beginning. Me and my friend was always wrestling fans, and back in the time in Germany, you get nothing or less. And at some point, we heard a city next to us got some wrestling and something, and we was 16 at this time, and then we get a train ticket, go to Hanover. Um, there was 60 days tournaments of wrestling back in the days with this Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, so some good Austrians and Germans and something. Jericho was there, and some people, Lance Storm. And then we traveled to Hanover and go in the post station. At that time, we got no internet. And then we got a telephone book and searched wrestling school, but we didn't find nothing. And 5 years later, um, I saw a poster from a wrestling in Hanover that Tony Sinclair with Eki Eckstein, that was promoters, and Fit Finley was Kenyon was there, so some big English names, Bobby Brookside, and many more. This was my first wrestling European wrestling experience. I think it was 99 or 2000 something, and 2001 I start train at the school from Tony Sinclair in Germany and A.K. Eckstein. 2 years, and then the wrestling school break up. Okay. And 5 years later, I found another school in Hamburg that's 500 kilometers away from me, and then I start there.
So how was that? I mean, that was obviously not only just the traveling, but actually locating wrestling schools or academies, whatever you want to call them, actually locating one for you was really difficult, wasn't it?
It really was. And at the time I start training the second time in Hamburg with Carsten Kretschmer, I think was 2008 or something. And then we got three schools. We got one in Hamburg, one in Berlin with the Chair Brothers, a big name, GWF. Then Alex Wright did his promotion in the south in Nuremberg, and then we had till then nothing. And now we got, I think, 7, 8 wrestling schools with good teachers. Yeah.
See, this is it. I suppose once people have been through the wrestling careers, some people will then go on to become tutor. You did Wrestling Academy for a while, didn't you? And you still help out at wrestling academies as well, don't you?
It is. You have to go to a wrestling academy, school, something, but you have to learn by some good people. We had a few wrestling schools with some guys that didn't learn wrestling by a trainer. How they can train you because they learn nothing? You know what I mean?
This is really important, and everybody that I've spoken to up to now, when we've been discussing early days of training, and everybody has all said that there is obviously trainers out there that don't have the actual ability to be able to wrestle, and that is quite dangerous, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's dangerous, really. Yes.
What advice would you give to people looking, especially people in Germany, if they are looking for a trainer? What should they be looking out for? How do they know if that training academy is actual reputable?
Now it's not too hard to find a wrestling school, but at this time we got plenty of wrestling school, and in Germany we got 3 in the east. I got 3 in the north, 3 in the south, and in the west I think we got 3 either. And then nowadays it's not too hard to find a good wrestling school with good teachers. But if you want to train wrestling, don't do it on your own. It's dangerous. It is, and you can't bring it in the business. You know what I mean? Go to a wrestling school with a good trainer, and the rest is history. If you're good,
You was really lucky with your trainers, wasn't you?
I was, yes, yeah. They trained me
You had some really, really amazing.
and they trained me the old school way, the British way, and I was prepared for my first years in the business. Yeah.
So how was your first years in the business? How did you find that?
Hard, punishing.
Punishing, that's a word that I've not had before.
I have to pay my dues. The only thing, I was always big, strong, and got how called self-esteem, and then something confidence. That's the word I'm looking for, and I'm not afraid for a fight. And that's what saved me in my first years. But I started with Ecki Eckstein, big German legend, Carsten Kretschmer, Cannonball Grizzly, Bobby Brookside, and this guys, and they try, or they want to protect the business, and if you go through all these things, then you're worth it. You know what I mean? You have to be tough. If not, then it's a wrong business for you. Yeah.
You have to work really hard, don't you, to make a career for yourself in wrestling.
It is.
You can't just dip in and dip out. Like, you spent years and years on training. And then in your early days, you went out there, you literally took everything that was thrown at you.
I take it, then eat it up. You have to.
Yeah. Have it for breakfast. And the thing is, within your career, you've been so lucky. You've obviously had amazing trainers, which do well for the test of time. But alongside that, you have wrestled some quite big names in the industry, haven't you?
I do, yeah. I was
Would you like
lucky.
Would you like to just drop us a few names of the people that you've wrestled with? Because you've done tag teams as well, haven't you? Not just solo.
Yeah, my last times of career was a lot tag teams, but at the first I do Michael Kovac. It's a big name in Europe, from Austria. Carsten Dreschmer, Eki Eckstein, Sander from UK, Bobby Brookside, Dan Collins, James Mason, Doug Williams, also the good names from UK, UK hooligans, Zack and Roy. Then I go to Rhino, WWE, ECW Rhino, Al Snow, Apollo, a big guy from Portugal. No, what is Apollo? Then then what? Just some more. Chris Masters, and some more.
This list is endless.
It is, yeah.
I was looking to try and get a list together of the names of the people that you've wrestled. I didn't have enough time. I ran out of time. There was that many.
And I have to think about a half hour. Maybe I can find some more names. Yes.
I think you'd need more than half an hour.
Yeah, I think I was in Africa and in Qatar and was in Kuwait. Sabu. I got a really 40 minutes hardcore match with Sabu in a big area where we go to everything, destroyed cars and something. It was insane.
So 40 minutes of wrestling must be exhausting.
It is.
How do you manage?
I don't know. Nowadays, I'm not so fit anymore, and I saw 2 days ago a match with a good friend and a really upcoming star in Germany, Hector, and we did 20 minutes full pace. And at that time, I weigh 180 kilo something. That's how I can manage this. I don't know. But at that time, I trained every day. I was big and fat, yes, but I trained every day. 1 hour cardio, 1 hour gym, and everything. I tried.
All of you wrestlers are obsessed with cardio. I don't know how you do it.
No, we're not, but we have to. I hate it.
You just got to get it done. See, that sounds better for me. The fact that you don't actually like it, you just got to do it.
Yeah, it's the worst. But if you have a goal and you want to reach the goal, you have to work for it. From nothing comes nothing.
This is true. You have, and you've definitely worked hard for your career. So we've already discussed some of, because we've established there's not enough time in the world for a full list of everybody that you've wrestled. But out of all of the bigger names, who has been your best match to date?
From the European guys was Hector. He's it's an upcoming star. I think you will hear from him in couple months, years. He did two months ago a really big match against Zack Knight. Really a big match. This was my best match with a European star, and the best match with a superstar was Rhino. We got a really good hardcore match on the Schützenplatz. Schützenplatz is a holy ground of wrestling in Germany. There was a 60 days wrestling tournaments that fitfully fight. This was the Ironman tournament. Fitfully, all the old names, Bobby Brookside and more. And at that day, I won the Ironman against Rhino. One of my best hardcore matches, street fight matches I had. Yes.
So you like your street fight matches, don't you?
I do. Yes.
What is it specifically about the street fight matches that really hooks you in there?
It's fun. I don't care hurt or to be hurt. I don't care. It's fun. Just bam and yes. It's fun.
See, I think that's slightly mad because I personally wouldn't want to get hurt. But you can't rule out being hurt.
I think we are some different kind of people, and I don't care to be hurt. I think explain my girlfriend if I do ow. You know what I mean, sir? You kidding me? You know, I think it's got some different kind of people to get this hurt thing. You know,
is it because just obviously it's not just about the pain, is it, in regards to the street matches? Because you're out the ring, you're everywhere, you're doing everything. It all goes a bit chaotic, shall we say?
It's just fun.
Is it the complete mayhem of it that just?
No, it's fun to throw some bodies through tables or the guarding rail or something, but they fight back, and then sometimes you hit.
I'd probably find it.
You know what I mean, yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there now. So if anybody does want me to throw them through the table, give me a shout.
Yeah, do. It's funny.
I'm not going through the table, but I'll throw somebody through it gladly.
It is.
Well, we'll see what comes of that, eh, Dave? So you love your street matches.
I do, yeah.
You can literally turn your hand to anything, can't you, really? Even down to tag matches.
Everything, yeah. I was multiple tag team champions in, I think, 10 promotions.
And that's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. 10.
The thing is, I can look someone else good, you know, if you mean my opponent or my tag team partner, and if they always say they want to put someone over, I'm in. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, he's shitty, but I don't know. Do Dave. It's okay.
It's fine. Let's just do it. I mean, when I've said loads of times that you work hard to get where you are today. And I keep referring to it because I think it is important for people to know just how much hard work you put in. But
yeah, it is.
Even to this day, you still work extremely hard. You are still out there every weekend.
Yeah, I try. Yes, I try to help promotions to get my my things. I know to book people or get to tell them what's good or not good. You know, we got a lot of new promotions now in Germany, and that's all people I know or are good friends, and then I try to help them out to get or to do the right decisions.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you've even been over here, haven't you? Because you know you've been and joined us at LWP, and I'm pretty sure that that's going to continue. I'm sure you'll be back at some point.
In August, we're there in August.
In August, we'll see what
Yes.
happens. I have got a question for you, actually. Bobby Zalzar wants to know if we will ever get to see a Demolition Davies versus Aaron the Lion Sharp in an LWP capacity.
Well, I don't think no. I retired because my body broke everywhere. Say never, never. Maybe sometime if I got 3 beers and a stupid decision, maybe. But I don't think so. But
No.
me and with Aaron Sharp, we had a lot of good matches. We start at
You have wrestled
WAW.
previously.
Yeah, we start at WW. The first match, I think I was the second day at WAW. It is a TV thing, and then my first match was not so good, and the second match I get against Aaron, and the first time I was like, oh, he looks angry. He looks angry all the time. And he's always eating, you know what I mean? He's bodybuilder type, and he's always eating. Okay, and then we talk each other. Okay, you and me tonight, yeah, easy cheesy. And at that night, we connect. We have such a really good match. We never met us before. We don't speak anything, nothing. We just connect, and we had such a good chemistry. And then the match was awesome. And then we did the match I think 2 times in Germany, and it works. And
It
now we're one of the
match.
best friends.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is the thing. You do tend to make a lot of really special friends from wrestling or being in the wrestling community, we'll go with.
The funny thing is, the best friend I had, I punched in the face.
My friends will not thank me for that.
It's wrestling.
Don't think my friends would be very happy if I started going around punching them in the face. Like, it can't happen. Just to put this one out there, so Aaron is in the chat room and he wants your pop dolls from behind you.
Yeah.
So next time Aaron's in Germany, lock up. Don't let him in.
Yeah, I do.
I've got another question for you from Brent. So Brent Wilkinson is Hound Dog. You'll know him as Hound Dog.
Okay, yeah.
So he wants to know what your favorite thing is about being a wrestler.
After show parties. my wife laughing.
Oh, the after show party.
I can tell more, but my wife is listening.
Well, no, I think you must tell us something now. You can't just drop that and expect it to disappear.
Now the whole thing of wrestling is a big adventure. It starts with the road trips. You get in one car with 5 guys if you're lucky, or more, and then the fun begins. Then it starts. Then the show. Okay, if you travel 2, 6, 11, 16 hours in the car with a bunch of big sticky guys, was funny, but at the end you're tired. So, I have to wrestle you. No, okay. And then you got your match done, everything's fine, you get fun. Like, okay, the beer pops, puck, and the after party goes in. More fun, more wrestlers, and more. My wife is listening.
Yeah. You be careful. Don't you go getting in trouble. So we've already established like your most favorite match. What about your absolute worst match that you wish
Oh,
you could absolutely delete from history?
I think I forget it because it was so badly. Uh, I got a few bad matches, but right. The, it was not a really bad match, but this is the only match pop in my head. I was my first time in England, and my goal, because I born in Norwich, England, and then I moved to Germany because my mom is German, and my goal was always to wrestle in England, and then I got the opportunity to wrestle in my hometown. And at my first match, I got a WWE name, a little name, but this is Rodriguez, the guy from who called it, I don't know, yeah, who the ex-boyfriend from Paige, you know.
Yeah.
And then I get a match, and it was so shitty. The first match against a bigger name they gave me, and it was so shitty. And they broke the match up, and then I go out. Oh, Dave, what are you doing? I saw better thing of you, and this was my only really big goal to wrestle in UK, then in my hometown, and then I fucked up. And it was so heartbreaking. Oh,
And now you're
that's
wrestling
still
literally
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, it
How
is.
many?
But
How many?
second
How,
day was Aaron on, and he saved me.
do you think it's the chemistry? Do you think how two people connect can
It is.
interpret how the match will go?
It is. You can have good matches with guys you don't like. That's always good or something, or not like, but it's there's just people, and then there's people you just seen a few minutes ago. You know what I mean? And you connect.
Yeah.
And you don't have to speak many. I got some. Mexberg from Austria. I wrestled a lot in Germany against him at the promotion from Alex Wright, NEW, and in Austria. I got the same connection with Aaron, and then it just fits, you know. You get a
So
trouser,
if you
put it on. Oh, it fits. Nice, done.
so what if you connect with somebody? Could that does the match follow? If it's somebody that not that anybody that you really don't like, but what if you really didn't like somebody? Can
Say
that
again.
make the match shitty?
If you're professional and you don't like somebody and he's professional too, then can the match be awesome too? That's okay. But at some point, I don't like somebody. I don't like it, really, and then I said, "We see us in the ring," and then I tried to hurt him. It's wrestling. It is. Yes. Yes.
So
it is a tough business. It is.
this is it. The devil's in the detail, I suppose. Marty Jones says hello. And I've got another. The questions are just popping up all over. I haven't even looked up my questions yet. So Craig McIntosh wants to know who was your biggest influence in wrestling
Mick Foley.
and why?
Why? Because he's such a badass. He falls from the cage, like I think, couple minutes, stand up, go up on the cage, fall again, boom, get up, and finish the match with a concussion, with a teeth in his nose, everything, you know. That's was impressed me, and that's always. I'm teached. It's a tough business. It's we don't play wrestling. It's wrestling, and it's hard. We don't try to hurt each to injure each other, you know.
Yeah.
But it can hurt, and if it's hurt, and you lay down, you have to stay up and say, "Give me more." You know what I mean? The thing is, in Germany, the Germans are really complicated with wrestling. You have a lot of fans. They come to the shows. They want to find the fake.
Yeah.
And then you can have 5 good matches, and one match fucked up with some bad things. What don't look good. The punches pity or something, and then yes, I know it's all fake. So the Germans goes in the cinema and says, "This is unrealistic." Yeah, it's a shit movie. Look and enjoy. That's not the Germans. You know what I mean? And if you do promote a show and they go home, okay, this was fake, but I think this was real. If you got this, you done everything you can. You know what? You know.
How many countries have you actually wrestled in?
All Europe, Africa, Asian. The only thing I don't wrestle is US and Japan. And that's two. The first goal was UK, Austria, because Austria is hard to get booked, and then US and Japan, because it's the standard of wrestling. But my career is not in it now. Maybe I can do something without wrestling in that countries. I try. I try.
Be an interviewer. Come and join me in the interviewing.
Say again?
Come and join me in the interviewing game.
Yeah, I do.
Come and join. We'll do it together.
Yeah, I love it. I would do.
It's not hard, is it? It's a bit more tame, though, this end. I'm not going to lie. Just a little bit more tame.
I would do. I never mind.
If you could have wrestled absolutely anybody from any era, who would it have been?
Mick Foley?
Really?
Yeah. But the cool thing, I stand with Mick Foley in one ring. He was the referee. That was cool.
So you've been in the ring with him, just not wrestled him.
Yeah. But he shouted at me, "Oh, leave it! 1, 2, 3, 4." No, that's what was. If you were a kid sitting at home and look the product and adult, you are involved with some people or in the ring with some people you saw as kid, and
Yeah.
okay, I did something, I reached something, you know what I mean?
Do
I got
you
in
feel
touch
like
with
do you feel like you've reached every goal that you wanted to do in your career?
more. I started wrestling in a professional wrestling school, and then my first goal was to have a training match, a full training match. This was my first goal. Yes, yeah, was not too hard. Then I got in the rookie shows, rookie yeah, the rookie shows, and then I want to be on the poster and on the DVD cover. I'm so old. We got DVDs back at that time.
I think I'm still. Mm, I think I'm older than you.
Maybe you don't look like.
So so less of the you're that old.
Say again.
Less of the you're that old
Yeah.
because I'm sure I'm older than you.
But that was my goals on, and that's was in my first year at wrestling, and the rest that coming, I'm just taking.
Do you
If,
ever question if any of it was a dream?
no, because I know dream don't hurt.
And I mean, your career, you came into the wrestling world and you just went off like a rocket. Is there anything that you would have changed at all about your career if you could?
Nothing. The thing is,
Not
I'm now I'm now 40 years old. I have two broken knees, one broken shoulder, some ripped muscles, everything. But if I do it again, I would do it the same. This was so a great time with all the people. And if I don't got the wrestling, now I'm in my private life got a really good job.
yeah.
And if I don't had the wrestling and the wrestling don't give me the confidence, then I was in my real life not at this position I'm now.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose.
Yeah,
So you are, for all intents and purposes, retired.
yeah. I try to don't to do Ric Flair. Yes, I
So
am awfully retired, but yes, I try. Don't go in the ring anymore.
you say you try not to.
Yeah,
Does
I
that mean
try.
that you occasionally jump in?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, one more match. One more match.
So when are you actually going to retire completely and not get back in that ring for another match?
If I sit in a wheelchair, maybe.
So what's your plans for when you do retire? So you say you retire now. I mean, obviously you've got IPW. So for anybody that doesn't know, do you just want to tell us what IPW does?
IPW start 2016 till now, but um, one of my best friends and my promoter colleagues died with age 30, and now I got a second promotion with I'm working with IWI, and now we do IWI versus IPW, and one promotion will take the other. We do that's a plan now. One against
Okay.
the other. Yeah.
So
And
That
we
must be
in
awkward.
August in England and LWP, and I think Aaron and his trainees are in Germany at POW in 3 weeks,
Yes,
and
you've
then
got. I
we
do
get
believe. I
and
do
then we
believe
get
you've got
all
Hound Dog and Craig McIntosh coming, haven't you?
yeah, and then
Yeah.
we get all together, and then maybe we have um, a big promotion thing going on, Germany, England. Mm-hmm. We will see.
Ooh.
We will see.
Ooh. Well, there's something, eh? Craig McIntosh has actually just said that it was a pleasure to be in the ring with you last year.
Good lad. Yes.
So what's next for you then, Dave? You retired, but you're not retired because you keep being
No,
pulled back into the ring.
I'm in ring retired. But I do a lot of promotions, booking, and then help so many promotions out. And we got a stable now, the Watschen Club. It's a Watschen Club in Germany sounds good. In English, it's a bitch sex club. The Watschen is a, you know.
Yeah, it sounds so much better in German. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I'm the manager for the guys, and they do the work. I just look good outside. I'm fine.
Are you fine though? Do you not want to be back in there full time?
No, not full time, because my job is triple full time. You know what I mean? I'm I got my times. I spent 20 years on the wrestling, all weekends. And now it's okay if I just do 4 or 3 shows in a month. It's okay.
I
I
mean,
got
to be fair, let's take a minute to look at that, because that must have been quite difficult. So managing your everyday life with wrestling, as well as like family and things, that must have been, how hard is that to balance everything?
um, if your wife not involved with wrestling, then it's really hard, because if you're always gone on the weekends, yeah, it's hard for family. Then you every normal wrestler have a normal job from 8 to 5 or something. Um, Go to gym, and then you're at home at 6, 7. You have something to eat. It's 9. Talk an hour. You go in bed and something. It's that's your day, you know. And then at the weekends, normally if you have your time, your husband or your wife is gone on wrestling. It's the hard and tough times for a relationship. Um, I got I got lucky and unlucky, because my ex was involved in wrestling. I got lucky. I got time with my wife, and I got lucky. Unlucky because I got so many times with my wife. You know, um, it's both. It's both shitty. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
if you got your wife at work, that's not good. You know what I mean? Then you have to balance your time with and without your couple. You know what I mean? Too much is not good, and too less is not good. It's
No,
you have
no.
to balance it. It's yeah,
It's a bit much, and it's a bit much.
it's too much. Yes.
So, as we was chatting earlier, because I said earlier, we was talking before we came on air. You are still involved with lots of promotion companies. You've got your own. You know, you work with so many other production companies that, I mean, if somebody wanted to book you for an appearance, how far in advance would they have to book you?
2 years ago, one year, or 6 months or something. But no, I just wrestle or do something for my friends or good promotion things. I'm not available for bookings.
You're not doing anything, not even
No,
public
no,
appearances.
not new stuff. Just for the old guys or the guys I know. Just
So
for them.
if somebody is lucky enough to have you at one of their events or shows, whatever you want to call them, then that must mean that they really mean something to you then, yeah?
Yes. Or they have to pay good. It's all about the money.
Either or. But that is the other thing though, isn't it? I mean, money side of it. It's not always, especially when you're first starting out, and even some people throughout the career, it's not always big bucks, is it? You're not always guaranteed to get lots of money.
No. The thing is, if you see the venue with normally you have 100 to 100. I say 100 to 500. Normally get the half 200, 300, and you see the ticket prices. Then you can you have, yeah, and that's this handful of money. You know what I mean? And then to get this handful of wrestlers, then you can pay them.
Yeah.
You want to pay more, but if you got this much of audience, then you're limited. Yeah.
So basically, wrestling is for the love, not for the cash.
It is, yeah. It is. Nowadays, I got a good wage, a really good wage for European wrestlers. But for some good guys or friends, then fuck it. Yeah, if I can help you, I do.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about putting people in it, pushing people up, and letting them fly as high as they can, really.
Yeah.
Well, Dave,
and I try always.
Go on.
And that's why always to help my friends, because at some point they help me, and if I got a chance to help somebody to push the product, but we all have to know the caption is wrestling. It's not LWG, not IBW, not XWX or WAW something. So the caption is wrestling. We all do everything for wrestling, and it's a wrestling up. Then all promotions have all the fans. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I am not going to keep you any longer because I know that you are in front of us in time. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much. For me too.
And I will see you in August.
I think so, yes.
For everybody that's joined us tonight, thank you so much for joining us. If you have got any further questions for Dave, just drop us a message and we'll get them answered for you if I missed any. But thanks so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Say good night, Dave.
Good night, people.